Welcome once again to the Coach Jason Reuter Show here on the Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey. Coach, it's probably our final basketball show of the year, but man, what a time, what a great way to close out the season. And before we get too far, remind the folks this Friday at 11 o'clock here in the gymnasium, Jim Smith Arena at Bradley Central, we're going to have a special celebration with all the Barretts will be there, and the county commissioners, the school board, dignitaries, people will be streamed on Mix 104, Mix TV, as well as radio. So we invite you to listen, watch it, or come on over if you can and celebrate with us, because it's a special thing, and you've done this before. Doesn't never get old, does it?
No, we've been managed to win 2 of these, but it's you learn from the first one. You learn kind of what is getting ready to happen, and this is the first time for these young ladies to my left here in the whole team. So I got 3 special girls here with me.
Go ahead and introduce your line too.
Kamora Fields right here to the left, all-state tournament MVP of the state tournament. I got Harmony Ware, sophomore, all-state tournament, region MVP of the region tournament. And I got Malia Wilcox, sophomore, who instrumental in us. You realize the 3 games we won, who was on the floor when the horn went off? All 3 of these girls right here. In the first game we won by 2 points. Malia played instrumental role in that, and she's got 2 years left, and I don't want any pretty pressure on her, but we're losing a point guard, so.
I talked to her before you got here. I was getting her all fired up, telling her, you know, she's about to quarterback this team next year.
But back to Friday.
Yeah.
This is our future.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to have them here. It's our now, and it ain't just our future, it's our now. These are state champs sitting here with me. We hope to add to that. I think they know in their short time here how hard that is to capture. Just one bad break or one injury or one, God, knock on wood, or me not having them ready. There's a lot of variables here. So Friday is a great time for people to come by. It's 11 to 12. I'm sure the lobby will be open at 10:45. We'll be selling T-shirts and DVD, state championship T-shirts. There's only 400, and I think we had 425 of these made. So all proceeds will be going to help pay for the championship rings. People assume, I've had 3 or 4 people ask me this week, you mean the TSSAA doesn't buy you championship rings? I said, no.
Oh, no.
Honey, I'm sorry, but they don't. But it's a good problem to have. You know, this community is behind us. I think when people believe in what you're doing, and when you got girls like this that spill their sweat and guts for this program, that people want to get behind that.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to start naming names, but I've had a lot of people step up and make donations. What do you need? How can I help you? From buying our meal to helping pay for rental vans, helping to pay for these rings. So we're in a place where girls basketball is really important, and I'm blessed to have that opportunity.
Well, I know after this happens, to the victor goes the spoils, the old saying goes. You get a lot of attention, publicity. You've been on several radio shows already, been interviewed numerous times already. You've been honored by the county commission. Going to be honored in the state senate in Nashville a couple of weeks or so, and things like that. Just part of it, but that's the expectation you have at Bradley, and these young ladies. We're going to talk to them too. You got the freshman, a sophomore here sitting here looking at us, and the future is theirs. But you're experiencing something that teams can only dream about. I mean, they don't even dream about it. There's no way that some teams can even conceive the idea of going to state tournament. I got broadcast friends. What's it feel like to go to broadcast a state championship game, or to be to say it's a big deal. It's a huge deal to me. And you girls, you don't want to appreciate this as much today as you will just a few years down the road when you're in college or wherever. You got little kids running and say, I was on that state championship team in 2023. I was a big part of that, and that's what you'll realize, and it'll come to you. But Malia, we've seen you out there run the point for us. Harmon had a super postseason. I mean, it's just like you ratcheted up something there late in the year, and it just all come together for you there. And Kamora, as a freshman, come in here, MVP of the state tournament, the MVP of the district for the regular season, all district, all region. I mean, is that the best you can do? But, as Coach said, the future is not the future, it's now. And I know he's already working on next season. He's already told me that a few times. But how's it feel? I mean, what's it feel like to go out there and you're going to be getting? I wish I'd wore my ring today. Dad, blame me, I forgot about it.
You know, I've been wearing it everywhere we go, but I'm just not a ring wearer. You see, I don't have a wedding band on. A lot of people don't know this.
You are
I'm a
married,
student
though.
teaching right here at Bradley Central. I'm married. And Melissa, probably I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for my wife, Melissa, I can tell you that. But I jammed my finger when I was a senior in college, and I had my wedding ring cut off. You believe this? I'd have to go to the emergency room and have it cut off. I don't wear any jewelry, no necklaces, no any. So when I wear that championship ring, it feels like I'm out of place. But I wore it to Mix 104.1. I wore it to, yesterday I wore it down to the Best of Preps, and I wore it to, what is this?
County Commission meeting?
County Commission and
Mixed team
102.3.
league.
And now I'm looking forward to getting another one on each hand. So maybe if I get one on each hand, I'll have a little balance right there. What do you think, girls? Y'all got to get one for each hand now.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not us?
Let me talk to these girls. I didn't
Yeah.
get a chance to talk to Harmony or Kimora over there at the state tournament because you guys got to go to your own press conference and they keep you tied up forever. And then he gets on there and he talks the rest of the night. But Harmony, what kind of feeling is it? I mean, I'm calling this on the game. You've heard my reaction. You heard the replay of it. Erica throws up what we said was an air ball, and now we're calling it an assist to you. How does it feel, though, to hit a shot like that? Hannah Lombard, I know, she hit, when we were losing in that game, and she hit that shot to win a state title. You hit the one that probably, everybody looking back, I said, right there was her state title game against Bearden.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind? Did you see, hey, it's going to be short, I need to get in position here? Or?
Yeah, I was going down to box out, and then when she shot it, I seen like it wasn't going to hit the rims, and that's when I just got the rebound and put it back up.
Well, from our angle on the radio, on the press row there, we could see it's going to be short. I called it
Yeah.
short on the broadcast, actually, and then all of a sudden here you show up with the ball there, and I think you caught Bearden off guard and
Yeah.
caught everybody off guard. And Kimora, MVP of the district state tournament, state championship ring. I mean, how do you? What's the feeling? I don't know what it's like myself. I mean,
we're all very happy. Just mainly about the gold ball is really what I'm just excited about still. Even though, yeah, MVP, it's a great feeling. I wouldn't be able to do it at all without the team, like at all.
well, it was a total team effort. And Malia, you come in there at some really critical times. And I remember when we was at Bearden's play when Sloan got in deep foul trouble and fouled out. Then, we got to have everybody. It ain't just who starts a game or who ends the game. It's just who can come in and contribute. And you got to feel good about being part of that team too. And I know just a sophomore, you got a shot at a couple more of these things here.
I'm trying to get like 2 more.
You want to get two
more rings. That's
we'll
my
write
goal.
that down here. 2 more.
Well, I don't interrupt these girls.
No, go ahead.
And they're, don't let them fool you. They're a little bashful here today, but you let them get in the locker room when Coach Reuter's not around. Or in a hotel room.
That secret tape recorder in there, you hear all this stuff they're talking
No,
about?
I don't do that.
No. I just kidding. No.
But sometimes we forget the journey, like Kimora just said, that gold ball is what we're chasing, so she happens to get MVP. What a great accolade. But I don't think whether she got MVP or Harmony could have got MVP. Either one could have won it. I don't think that would change the joy at all. But
Oh, no, I don't leave.
what Malia played in one of the 3 games up there, do you realize we don't get there without Malia?
I know that.
So what I'm saying is people don't understand, like they just see the 3 games. We had to win a sub-state, which we luckily played a team that we dominated after we started out 7-0. And then we had to beat Cleveland in the region finals. We had a tough game in the semis against Warren County, if you guys remember. So people forget, like, I only got 3 girls up here. You think these 3 and me can go win a state championship?
Nope.
Oh, we wouldn't, yeah. So Malia, we don't beat Bearden if she doesn't come in and help us close that game out. Okay? And so we forget that. We played 6 girls in the last 2 games. And maybe I made a mistake or maybe I did. I know the outcome is good. I don't know if I did the right thing or not, but I went with what my gut told me to do. And, now we got a situation where we all get to celebrate this. We all get a ring. That banner will hang in the gym. And I don't know that it changes you. Like, these three girls are the same people, but it does change things around you. You know, it's a shame when you get a gold ball or a silver ball, and you could win that gold ball, girls, by 1 point, and this team beat you beat by 1 point. It's 600 phone calls versus 100 phone calls. And it's really not fair, but that's just how life is.
Yeah. Everybody
you're-
loves a winner.
You know, you win, and you're champions, and it's something you can, if you're having a bad day, I can tell you this, if you're having a bad day, sometimes I've reflected back to the 2019 state championship. Now I can reflect back to the 2023 state championship.
How are they different in your mind, you think? Is there
Well,
difference?
how they're different, I mean, well, two different teams, two different years.
I know, but-
Last second shot versus 55 seconds, I knew this team had won it. Probably came into the state tournament in 19, maybe fourth or fifth ranked team. This team came in ranked second. You know,
Two really good teams.
I mean,
you can't compare teams.
I really
know
see
that.
more in common than I do different.
Yeah.
I see a bunch of girls like whatever it takes, whatever it takes to win. I really see more in common there. I will say this team has the highest assist ratio of any team I've coached.
Yeah, we noticed it all
So
year
now,
long.
when you say that, girls, that means you guys, not by much. Over that night, I've already looked back at it. They averaged about 2 more assists a game. That don't sound like much, but you do that all year long, it's quite a few numbers. So this team really shared the ball as good as any team I've ever had.
And people, prior to the postseason, we were ranked second all year long. I think we hit third 1 week, and then we come back up second. We finished the season there, and most everybody's rankings. Some people had us number 1 in state, some had us number 2, but nobody's lower than number 2. And I'd seen people remark, hey, yeah, but look who they're playing. They ain't playing nobody. Well, we can't help who our district teams are and so forth. We played good teams. Knox Catholic, who won the state title in the private schools, beat them twice. Went to Charleston and won down there. We beat 3 teams in the state tournament that were in the top 10. And on top, beat Warren County in the region semis before that, and they were ranked. So,
Well, top 10, wait a minute, Bearden ranked number 1.
well, I know it.
And then Cookville's ranked 4, and
Beard and Cook.
Bartlett was ranked 7.
Yeah. So those 3 were all in the top 10, including us. So we were.
If you'd
second.
asked me going in, I would have said the most dangerous team is Bartlett.
Yeah.
So
that's
you
what
can't
I
always go
thought.
by the AP. It's just it's a blind. It's not a blind. It's a how's a sports writer in Memphis going to vote on Bradley Barrett?
Yeah. You
Just
can't.
like our friend Joe Cannon, he's having to take the word of someone else. So
Yeah.
it's just, you know, it is what it is. Somebody's asked me, can you seed these games? You know, we go in. I mean, did you girls hear this? Why is 1 playing 2? Did y'all hear that before we played Beard?
Yeah.
Remember hearing that? Like, well, they put 8 balls in there and they just draw them out. And that's how it worked. Like, we could put 8 names in a hat, and one says Gary Ownbey and one says Harmony Ware. That's first round. So I don't think there's anything shady about the matchup.
Oh, no,
It's just-
I don't think it was at all.
We used to go up there for a live drawing.
Yeah.
They've cut that out since COVID, and I don't know that we really need to drive 2 hours and 10 minutes just to sit there and now they Zoom all the information you need over a Zoom meeting. So me and Coach Tinsley went up to Patrick Spangler's office after the, I guess we went, it's hard to believe, we played sub-state on Saturday, so we're up in his office on Monday and getting all this information, and boom, we're hitting the road on Tuesday and doing our thing and getting ready. So these girls prepared like champs, and you know, failing to prepare is preparing to what?
Fail.
They know that.
Yeah, that's one of his mantras there. And then, see, on top of that, you had the spring break after that. So it fell at a good time this year. You got out of school for a few days, got to play ball, very successful, won a state title there. And, Coach, one of the things, we've talked about this numerous times. You said every season we start out setting 5 goals to win the district tournament, or to win the our Thanksgiving event, win the
If you count that as
holiday
6,
tournament. To win the district regular, win the district championship in the tournament, region championship, win a state title, and you checked all those boxes this year. But
I got a lot of history for you. I don't think I've got to tell them this.
well, let's spill it right here then.
This is the first team. It's a little unfair. We used to have a Thanksgiving tournament. Now it's just a classic. It used to be like an 18, we'd play 2 games on one day. So it's been a classic for the last few years. So let's throw that out. Then win the district, check. Win the district tournament, check. Win the region tournament, check. Christmas tournament.
Christmas
check.
tournament, we swept.
And win the state tournament, check.
Yeah.
So I used to have 6 when we had a thanks. Nobody ever got all 6. Even 19 team, we lost in, girls, we lost in Phoenix, Arizona. We went 3-1. And guess what? They're going to ask me to go to Phoenix, Arizona next year. What do you think? Y'all think we need to fly somewhere next
I
year?
say
I heard
Hawaii.
I heard the Bahamas
Yeah,
was
Bahamas.
in
Y'all
the
ready to fly?
Yeah.
Bahamas.
I heard
Y'all
that
in on
was in
that?
the mix.
Road trip.
All right, listen. You think I can take these 3 and go play somewhere, play nationally ranked teams? What do you think?
They might have to step it up. Yeah, you can do that. You know it.
We're going. I don't know. I've been asked, where you going? Where you going? I don't know. We're going to go somewhere, and we're going to get away. And we're going to play. We had a good time in Charleston, but you know, we kind of done now. I think we go somewhere different. I kind of like going different places. Do you guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the thing about it is when you're successful like that, people, hey, let's get Brandon Center down. They just won another state title.
Oh, I've had.
Yeah.
And
Of course, everybody
wants a
most
piece of
people are
it.
done. You know, you lose in a district. Think about these teams that lost in the district or region. They've been done for. So I'm behind scheduling.
Almost a month.
I've had people. I'm driving to the state tournament in my truck, and we caravanned up there. We had some vans and SUV in my truck. I had 2 people text me about scheduling for next year. I said, "Listen, you'll have to get. Right now, I'm trying to win a state championship. Please." Oh, I'm sorry. They've been done for 2 weeks, and that's just the way it is. So it's been busy. I've told these girls, if you lose in the state tournament, it seems like you get in your car as a coach, and me and my wife, and we'd go somewhere for 3 or 4 nights, and come home and kind of. So you reflect. You had a great year, but I'm the type of guy that when I lose, it doesn't matter when it is, I can't help it. It sticks in my craw for a while. But when you win, you think, that's really good. No, it's too much to do. I'm too busy. So
Yeah.
I'll get my time off this summer. Right now, we're working on next year's, and working on rings, and let's enjoy this celebration. Come out if you can. It's open to anybody in the public.
Yeah.
We'll have a band, and we'll have the student body, and these girls will get recognized, and they'll hear some people speak, and they won't know who some of these people are, and that's okay. I didn't either when I was your age, but it's going to be a grand celebration, and some things fade. This trophy we won, it's shiny. In 80 years from now, if they don't replace it, it'll be faded. The banners, banners hang forever. So these girls have made their mark in history. But I hope, here's my one wish, they just stay hungry. Just stay hungry, because we got to keep on rocking. And I think they will.
I think they will too, knowing them, and I've got to know them really well and their families and all that. And we was talking about the goals that you set. There's the 5 or 6 goals, whatever it is, what I call your major goals, but you set goals in the game, every game you're going into with, how many, let's hold this team to this kind of shooting.
How many offensive rebounds? Shooting
rebounds.
percentage.
Yeah.
How many turnovers we have? How many
Right.
we force? They can probably tell you what's our goal on turnovers, Kamora? For us, you remember?
For us to hold them,
No, for our team, Barrett's. We got to have a certain number or below.
isn't 12?
12. She's right. How many offensive rebounds do we want to hold the other team to?
8.
She's right on it, 8.
You're welcome.
How many points do we want to hold a team to or below?
45.
45 or below. See, that's,
And we accomplished that
and
almost every
we've
game.
got some more, but
Yeah.
they've got them memorized.
And see what I'm leading up to here is those mini goals or small goals, if you can execute those and reach those throughout the season on a consistent basis, you're going to be in a position where you were right now to hit those major goals. And that's,
You give yourself a chance.
yeah, you give yourself a chance.
Are you-
That's
you're
right. And that's all
prepared?
you're asking
Yeah,
for.
I mean, I've had great teams not win it.
Yeah.
How many times do you think this girl's name gets brought up? These girls were sitting back at a younger age. The name, I've talked about her name every day since we've won it, Ryan Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Howard didn't win a gold ball here.
No,
And
she
she's the greatest player I've coached up to this point.
Yeah.
Okay, up to this point. Now, these girls have got time to add to their legacy, but does that mean she's not a winner and they are? No. I mean, I've got Kent Smith. I coached with him. Kent, he probably won't watch this, but when we won it in 19, I coached with a guy here for 12 years, I was assistant coach, and we went to 5 state tournaments, and we got to the finals twice, and we lost. You know, it just kind of rips your heart out. But the kid came up to me at this same celebration. Now, he don't mind me saying this. He goes, I love you like a brother, but I'm jealous of you because I didn't win.
Yeah.
I said, you know, Kent, it's just the way it works, and he'll be here. So he'll be here
Good.
cheering me on Friday. So cheering these girls on. So I know I'm talking a lot. I wish they would talk a little more. I told them that they've got a lot of people watching
Sure
that
do.
they don't even know about. Have you ever got a phone call from a former Bearhead?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
Yep,
about the team?
yep.
They don't even know this. I got a couple letters that handwritten this year telling me what we need to do to improve our team from former Bearheads. What do you think about that? And some of them was right.
I got a handwritten letter from my former Barrett this year too. It just bragging on the team, you know, and what they were accomplishing. This was way back for probably Christmas, I guess, you know, because I think they can see the potential in you there, and it's just a special thing. You're at a very special place with a very special team. That I said this yesterday when I was at the mixed studios. You know, it's not like this everywhere. I mean, we're spoiled. I mean, you lose 3 or 4 games, we're ready to run you out of town. You know, that's just
Save my job, Greg. Save my job, will you?
we love you. We say it in a kidding way, but it's just something. You know, expectations as a Barrett are different than it may be at other schools.
We've talked enough. Let's put the spotlight on you.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask a question here.
Yeah,
I'm going to be
it's your
Gary.
show. You get your
What is your favorite memory of this season, Malia?
good question.
Did me first?
You're first. Putting you on the spot. You can't copy hers.
Favorite thing about this season?
Yeah, what's the one thing you remember that's your favorite thing? It doesn't have to be that championship. I mean, it could be.
Oh, geez.
I would say. That's hard. The whole season?
Let's see.
Is there a
There's a
particular game
lot.
or something that jumps out? Hey, you know,
Moment, game, week, trip.
practice. You know,
No, not practice. I like practice though.
You were
But
on the show this year and said you liked
I
it.
do like practice, but that ain't my,
That's
like
your favorite?
my favorite thing, you know.
we'll come back to her and let Harmony
Yeah,
come
we'll
up with
come
something.
back to me.
Harmony, thank you.
It's a lot. Probably, I like, probably,
Is it hanging out with your teammates? Is it
being with the team.
game time? Is it trip to Charleston? Was it
Yeah, trip to
trip,
Charleston.
trip to Charleston? You really liked it?
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a big deal to you?
I like that. That was, yeah.
Okay.
But mine, I would say mine would be like when they did that little prank on you, and it said it was your birthday, and everybody was like
Everybody
clapping.
did
When we were at
Everybody-
Toots?
yeah.
Then what did they do?
In between our, we were up there 4 nights, 5 days, and we ate it. So, gosh, we ate good, didn't we?
Yeah.
I got on the scale when we got back, and I ain't gonna tell you what it said. It said 1 at a time, please. We ate, we rested, we practiced, we played. Short practice, 50 minutes, 55. And then we ate, and we slept, and we played, and then we practiced, and we,
8.
yeah,
Eight, eight,
that's what it
eight.
was. And I can tell you, and everything was choreographed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
From the time we took their phones up, from the time we were going to eat, to where we were going to have some people call it a shoot around.
Yeah.
Some of these practices we had, they didn't really maybe not even break a sweat. But we're trying to go through, you know what we're doing. We're trying to simulate the other team a little bit and work on. We played 3 different teams. We had 3 different styles totally. Would you agree?
Yeah.
From Bearden to Cookeville was a different style, and then we had to go back to a little more doubling down and in the Bartley game. So they did a great job. Imagine getting a bunch of adults to try to do what you want, let alone teenagers. Like that's
God
what I'm
bless you.
saying. We got girls that were simulating the other team. Yeah, that didn't play in that state tournament.
I want to hear about this prank they pulled on you. though.
Oh well,
You
no.
sidetracked there.
Tell them, Malia.
Well-
Tell them.
What'd you do, Malia?
Oh, so Hannah, they all had the seniors really had planned on telling the people that worked there it was his birthday. So they came over there, it's we're gonna tell them it's their birthday. So then we're just sitting there and they all come over and they start clapping and jumping and he's looking and then he gets some pairs of glasses and he goes,
You got 20 waitresses and the manager singing, and they put sunglasses on me and bring me out a chocolate sundae with whipped cream on it and sang happy birthday, and I just sat there and go along with it.
Did you even eat it?
no,
And,
I think he gave it to
I
Simon.
took
Wasn't
one
anywhere
bite.
near your birthday, huh?
No.
He was just like
They
Jimmy.
got a good laugh out of that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've learned, Gary, I've learned this. And girls, don't take this too far. I've learned this. You know, if they're not laughing at you a little bit, you're probably doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what the point is, they pulled a little prank on me. They knew that, you know, what's the big deal? Like, so I took her and tugged it. I didn't go, hey, it's not my birthday. But I found if they're not laughing at you a little bit, you're probably not, your relationship's probably not good with them. Like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
these three girls know me a lot better
They
now
can
than
have
they
fun
did
with you.
at the start of the year.
Yeah.
They've been with me 2 years, she's been with me 1, but these relationships keep growing. I talked to a former player's mother today. Former player, graduated here, I'll just leave it open-ended. Graduated here in 2018. Only had 1 senior that year. So don't give it away, let people look it up. Right?
Yeah.
So I've had other players call me. I bet I've had, I was keeping count, I bet I've had 20 former players call me or text
Really?
me.
Wow.
20. You know, and you say, why didn't all of them call you? Well, they're busy working, got kids, wives. 20 former players have texted me or called me. And that's really, you know, and these girls, they'll leave here someday and somebody else will be coaching this program someday. Well, I'm not going to be here forever, but I'm going to enjoy every minute I got with them
Sure.
because I enjoy it.
What game was it when I seen the video on social media where they about drowned you in the dressing room? I mean, you walked in and they...
No, that was here. That was
I
sub-state.
know it's here, but
We usually, you know,
is that a common thing where they just...
well, it's somewhere it started. Probably every sub-state we've won now. It's kind of like, we kind of don't really celebrate until we go to the state, and then it's a short celebration, and then we're like, it's business again. And we're having a good time. We're loose. This bunch is loose as any bunch I've had. Y'all were loose. Difference between being loose and being silly, and I think they know what I mean. Like, you can't have a clown in the locker room.
Right.
But these girls weren't, you know. Some people say it's just another game. No, it's not just another game, but no one does better under pressure. If me and you were throwing darts right here, Gary, and the pressure was on, and you were feeling it, you would not throw the dart as good.
Right.
So you got to be relaxed, and this bunch did a great job. I tried to keep them relaxed, and they did a great job. They were mature beyond their years.
Well, I saw a quote in one of the newspaper coverage or whatever that prior to the state championship game, I guess it was, that you had asked Kimora, are you nervous? And she looked at you and said, no, are you, Coach? Is that correct?
That is correct. She was about to get her ankle taped, and you know, we're in there it's about an hour before tip-off, and I asked her if she was nervous. She goes, no. Something like, I think, are you nervous? Or maybe I said, do you think I'm nervous? I can't remember. I said, I think
I
you,
think you asked me if
are
I
you
thought
nervous?
were
And you
nervous.
said, no. And then, did I say, do you think I'm
I
nervous?
asked you if you were
Yeah,
nervous.
she asked me if I was nervous. And I
No, you were.
didn't say a word. I just, you know, silence
But I
kept.
think you told me no.
I
But
think I
deep
went to her and
down, you might have
said,
been
no, I
nervous.
turned around and said, Lord, forgive me.
Well, man,
Okay.
it's been great having the celebration.
And
today.
let's make sure we thank the studio here,
I would like to
and Gwen Sawyer.
do
in
a
the
cameo
studio.
walk on if you would. Oh, come on. Trevor, can you come out?
Oh, Lord.
Two of the guys and
Yeah.
Mr. Sawyer, we know who he is. People love him.
I told Gwen, when they called me the night before to these sideline reporters.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw those girls with the microphones at our game. There were a couple girls that were, you know, they interviewed me right when we went in at halftime. You may not be paying attention, but Trevor, I hope this stage can hold us. They said, they called me the night before. Can we call you at 7:30 the night before? You know, you got to make exact appointments because we could be at dinner or watching film, and this it ain't like you're sitting back in the lazy boy flipping the TV channels. I'm working. I got the rest of the time, the rest. So, and all that work paid off. So, and they're working too. So, they called me and they already did a little research. They said, you know, we've Googled Jason Reuter and they found, you know, other stuff about me. Hopefully they didn't find my warrants out against me. But they said, you have a coaching show. They said, this is very unusual. Like, we've researched the other coaches in this state championship, you know, the single A, double A. And
Yeah.
so you're the only one that has a coaching show. And I said, well, we have a state champion broadcasting team here at Bradley Central. And Gwen Sawyer is the mastermind behind that, just like me. He has kids that he doesn't do this without the kids. And so they were very impressed that we had this show, and I explained to them quickly how it happens. And then they went from that to want to know the story behind the vest, you know. Don't mess with the vest. So let's don't get into all that. Trevor, back here, he's the guy behind the scenes, working the camera.
Trevor Walker.
Trevor Walker, and Gwen, sure, come on, step up. I'm insisting.
Yeah.
Trevor, you get way over that way.
The guy
There's
right
Gwen
here
Sawyer.
behind us that
He's the guy in charge of this. Anything goes wrong, you can blame it on him, not me. So Gwen will be selling, and his students will be selling DVDs in the lobby tomorrow. Friday, excuse me. I can't remember where I slept last.
Depends on when.
Now this is unusual. We did one in 19 and we got them late. Me and Gwen talked about this. You need them there at the ceremony. Be like, you know.
As well.
Yes, and we're gonna have the 19 also, but if you wanna buy them both, Gwen's gonna cut you a deal. But this has our last 5 games. I know it's $30 and you think, gosh, $30, but this has our last 5.
With the radio commentary.
That's right.
With
Radio.
Gary on there?
Hall of Famer is the Hall of Famer.
Oh, so we might need to put a 50 spot on there then.
Games on it?
So, girls, tell your parents, I don't know why they would want a 19, but they might, but some of our fans didn't get one and maybe want one, so we're accepting cash only, or checks. We'll take a check.
Yeah, we'll take a check.
We don't have any readers. We don't have any.
Unfortunately. Gold.
So show up and get you one.
Bitcoins?
We'll take
Real gold.
No, real gold.
But anyhow, $30 for a professionally done DVD that has our last 5 games. It's really called this
Road to the championship.
Road to the Championship. And I've seen a lot of people sell one game DVDs for $25, $20, $25. Everything's higher now. It cost him more to get. He had to pay someone to put these together.
Right.
And you're getting 5 games for $30. Do the math. That's $6 a game, and you'll have it forever. So we appreciate that, Gwen.
Sure, man.
And we'll have T-shirts there, and the T-shirts and what we make out of this and what we make out of the T-shirts is all going to buy these rings for these champs over here. Come on, Trevor. I'll let you get in here one time.
Going to be a fun time Friday. We'll
Yes.
start about 11 o'clock here at Jim's Media Room.
Now get here early. Get here at 10:45.
Yeah, because all the student body's going to be there too, so there's going to be a lot of people there. And I
There'll
know
be, bring your cash. T-shirts are $15. And you say, well, how we got some sponsors on the back. We have people that care about Barrett basketball. I'm lucky to have them. And thank you, Gary.
I'm glad to be here.
Hey, you've been doing this, and whatever your pay is, we're going to double it next year.
All
We're going
right.
to double his pay for doing
Higher
that.
tax bracket.
Double it, yes.
Maybe I'll just let you keep that.
Yeah.
Tell me a higher tax bracket.
Get us out of here.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mr. Shore and Trevor Walker, who's been with us all season long for all of our games. We appreciate them here at Studio H12. Thank you, Malia. Thank you, Harmony. Thank you, Kamora, for everything that you mean to Barrett basketball. Coach, can't say enough about you, buddy.
I'm blessed. I'm a lucky man.
You are, and we all are. Until next time, we'll say so long for now. Get ready for next season. He'll be here before we know it. So long for now. God bless, and go Barretts.